Welcome to Blonde Cards and Crafts. Let's make something together. Today I'm using the Papercraft Essentials issue 174 for my card, and I'm going to make a 6x6 Z-fold card using the wonderful foiled toppers that are in here, as well as some great papers. So let's have a look and see what comes in the package itself. We've got a selection of papers here, and as you can see, they're not your standard paper. They're a shiny paper, but they're a good quality paper. I was very pleased with them. I think the actual imagery on them is really clean and really good. Now, the die cut, or the toppers, or ephemera, whatever you want to call them, they're lovely as well, and they've all silver foil on them. Fabulous. Inside the pack you also get a stamp set, and there's loads of stamps on this stamp set, and I really love them. There's some great little sentiments with have a grand or cracking day, nice, happy birthday and cheesy, as well as some lovely images. And I've taken these two toppers here for the card I'm going to make, and it says just for you and then Happy Father's Day. This is the paper I'm going to use. I've cut out what I need for my card, so this is just a sample for you to see. I'm also going to use some white paper as well as some silver foiled card from my stash. So let's put these all away and get started on our card. Okay, so as I said, I'm going to use these toppers here as well as this ready-made card. Now this measures 6x6 and I scored it at 3 inches. It's scored down the middle as well, so if you're making this from scratch you'll need a piece of card that measures 12x6. I'm also using 2 pieces of silver foil, and these measure just under 3 inches, so they're 2 3/4 by 5 3/4, and on top of them I'm going to put some of my paper, and these are going to be 2.5 by 5.5, and I have 2 of them for each of these sections. There you go. Now I'm also going to put some silver cardstock on this, and this will measure 5 3/4 by 5 3/4, and then on top of that I'm going to put some of the paper again, and I'm going to come down by 1/2 inch this time, so that'll be 5 1/4 by 5 1/4, and then this will be 4 3/4 by 4 3/4. It has a bigger edging along it compared to the 2 smaller pieces, but I wanted it to kind of be more defined. Then I'm going to put my topper here on the front, and also the Happy Father's Day here, and I'll probably raise that piece up using foam tape. So that's all the pieces we're going to need, and that's how our card layout is basically going to look. So the only other thing is I'm going to choose a sentiment for inside, and I have used the Have a Grand Day. I have my tape roller as well as my very sticky tape, and I've also got some Nouveau glue. This is getting a bit tacky, and I'm not too sure what's going on there, but yeah. Also we're going to use some 3M foam tape. Right, so let's get cracking and let's get everything stuck down. Now I'm going to fast forward through this piece, play a little music for you to enjoy. So enjoy. you can see now, I'm going to put the bottom topper, which says Happy Father's Day, onto the base of the other topper with the Just For You on Wallace and Gromit. Now I want to kind of raise that up just so that it's, you know, looks different from the topper itself. So I'm going to put a bit of 3M foam tape on here. Now I'm just fiddling and faffing and deciding where I want that lower topper to sit. And this takes a little while. I'm going to mark it by flipping it over so I know how far I want my 3M tape to go, because I don't want some of the 3M tape sticking out past that layer. It'll stick then to the bottom one where I'll be putting the sentiment. So I mark that and I get my 3M foam tape. Sorry, it's a little bit out of the camera angle there, but I managed to get that on and I'm sure of where I want it. So I'm going to take this little piece of tape off here, and that's going to stick the lower topper to the upper topper. I hope that makes sense. And yeah, I'm just kind of looking. I don't know what I'm doing here, to be honest. All right, I've decided I need to put a piece of 3M tape here as well, so that the lower topper is going to be even. Otherwise it would be stuck down onto the upper topper and then it wouldn't look right. So by putting that piece there, it gave balance to the whole lower topper that I'm going to attach. So I'm just making sure of my placement, so that when I do attach it down, it's going to look right and isn't going to look, you know, too high or too low. Or there we go. I have committed to it. And I'm pretty pleased with that placement. So I'm just going to take the backing off the other piece. And now I'm going to take my double-sided tape that's on the main part of the topper. I'm going to take that off. And I'm going to use my a little tool to take that off. So I have a couple of pieces here that I'll need to remove the top off before I can stick it down. And it never goes easy when you're recording a video. I suppose I could have fast forwarded through this. You may be hearing funny noises in the background. Buster, my black dog, is here set beside me in my craft room while I'm recording. I don't think he's too impressed. He's just had a big sigh. Anyway, I'm going to pop this down here now. I need to be sure that when I stick it down, that the tape, I'm not going to leave any of that showing through, because again, when I fold my card, that will stick down to where I have my sentiment. So I'm going to do it this way, do my best to make sure it's straight. I've just set it very gently down there, and it's more or less set on the 3M tape. I'm going to do a little bit of wiggling and see if I can straighten it up, but no, I'm going to go for it. That tape, once it's down, that's it. There's no forgiveness in it. But I'm happy enough with that placement, I have to say. I think it looks good. It's sitting well on the card. It's nicely balanced as well. And when you open it up, that's how it looks when it's closed, but you can see the sentiment there nicely when it's open. So the final thing that I want to put on it will be a few gems. Now these aren't sparkly gems, and they're a kind of a clear gold. These gems are Love to Craft 6mm adhesive gems. And I think I got these in deals here in Ireland, but I'm going to put a few of these on the card itself. I'm going to put 4 on the white piece of card where the sentiment is. So 2 of them will be peeking out there. And then I'm going to put another 2 on the inside so it's balanced. And I'm going to try and get them even, because there's always one that kind of looks odd. But hopefully I'm going to get them even. They look even enough to me anyway on the card. So then I'm just going to tie them in on the front of the card, and I'm deciding whether I want them going along the bottom or whether I'll have them, you know, running up vertically along the card. Here. Yeah, I think I'll actually have them going up along the card vertically. So I'm going to put 3, as that seems to be the magic number. And because you can see the 2 on the other side, 3 and 2 is 5. So again, I have my odd number, which seems to be, you know, the most, I suppose it's to the eye. The eye likes to see odd numbers. So I'm happy enough. I have my 5 gems in total that you can see. And I'm just making sure that they're straight and that they're evenly separated. Yeah, I think that'll do. I think I was happy with that. So that's it, folks. That's my Z-fold Wallace and Gromit Happy Father's Day card. That's how it's going to sit. And yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. I have to say, the papers are fab, the toppers were fab, and I was really happy with these products. So this is the card that I finished with. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. If you would like to see more, please follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Please like the video, and if you haven't subscribed already, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions or queries regarding the products I use, please leave a question below. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.